Welcome to Flight Insight. I'm Dan George, a flight instructor in the great state of Maryland. I'll be your instructor and guide through this course, How to Land an Airplane. If you've done any amount of flight training, you're probably becoming aware that the most difficult and most frustrating part of learning to fly is mastering the landing. When I was learning to fly, I would have days of practicing where my landings were so bad and my instructor so upset that I'd feel worthless enough where I could barely remember my own name. My bad landings were all I could think about for a whole week until my next flight lesson. Later on, when I became an instructor, I got to relive this pain again and again through my students, who would question their own abilities and reasons for spending so much money on endless pattern work practice. Learning to fly, and landings in particular, are one of the most humbling experiences you can have. It's not supposed to be easy though. Unlike walking and talking, we humans aren't hardwired to know how to fly. We have to train both our bodies and our minds on this new skill. That's why we created this course. We want to make sure you have all the tools and knowledge you need to be able to visualize landings the way a trained pilot does, so that when you go out to practice in the traffic pattern, you're actually learning from your mistakes and improving, rather than watching the same result again and again. This is the course syllabus. You should have received it in your welcome email when you enrolled, but you can also access it from the course homepage or the link at the top of this lecture module. It highlights all the subjects we'll cover in the course. We'll begin with some aerodynamic theory like the lift equation to get you some intellectual background on what's going on. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty with landings, breaking them down into principles like the traffic pattern, how to manage and transfer energy, holding the runway center line, fixing common mistakes, and mastering the crosswind. After that, we'll get into some special categories to take you further, like employing a forward slip-on landings and some special landings you'll need to demonstrate on your check ride. This is the course homepage. You could start the course right now by opening up the first lecture or clicking Start Next Lecture. Each lecture contains a high-definition video. As you go through this course, you can leave comments on any lecture to start a discussion with me and your fellow students. You can always shoot me an email through the main course page clicking the Your Instructor option and pulling up my email. When you've finished a lecture, you should mark it complete in the top right corner of the screen. This will change the percentage completion for the whole course displayed on the top left. You can always go back and review a lecture even after you've marked it as complete. I hope you have a lot of fun both learning as you go through this course and in your flying in general. The goal of this course is to get you more confident in your landing approaches so that you're able to make the improvements you want and deserve in the cockpit.